Did she get your Instagram?
Yes. Did you get my message on Instagram?
On the plot.
Yeah.
To bring glory.
Wait, are we bringing glory?
Don't interrupt me.
Are we?
Unless you want to be next on the list.
Aren't I already next on the list?
Some people say you are.
I know. Oh, I always have. I
Lucky
have a suspicion.
you.
Yeah. Now, do I have to go to hell too?
You will sire my offspring.
Wait, I have to have your kids now?
My many children.
But you have 3 already. Do you really want to have more?
No, but you will sire them.
Well, siring.
Because you want to be the talk of the town.
But I mean, I don't think I really need to be the talk of the town by having your babies. I don't think that's really necessary.
Obviously, the town where Podbean creators and owners are, no one wants to sire their children.
No, anybody.
Hence, they want to bring much agony and grief to everyone around them.
Is this everybody who listens on Podbean, or who from Podbean wants to have your
Podbean
kids?
creators that thought they would see glory.
Wait, through having your babies?
No. To create the thing that was Podbean.
Okay. But who's having babies? Because you're talking about siring children.
Stop interrupting me. Maybe you and everyone else will know my plan before I hatch it.
All right,
before
let's hear it
unfolds. I forgot what I was saying. That's what happens when you interrupt. Let that be a lesson to all you.
I know. Apparently, I'm on my way to hell, everybody.
Let's say exit my steed. There will be no mercy.
Now, how do you
all these mercy now because you're my wife, my chosen one. They're my children. Should we accept the present from the gods?
Wait, it's a present.
My semen.
Wait, your semen is a present from the gods.
Certainly is.
Or is it a present from you?
Both. Once I conquer Podbean's territory and take their riches, their women will want to bear my children, but I must deny them that honor.
Wait,
because my seed can only be sown by my. And I will not bring disgrace family nor my penis. I will sire a sullied wench of a Podbean town that I just conquered. I would not have a bastard child running around loose, running by an unwed mother. No.
I'm just wondering.
Julie, what do you want?
I'm wondering, like, how. Okay, so
you wonder a lot.
I do wonder.
I've got to call you Wonder Bread.
Yeah, I'm Wonder Bread tonight. Yeah, of course, clearly.
I wonder why you constantly feel the need to interrupt me. That's what I want to know.
I'm just really trying to follow. That's all.
So why don't you take notes? Because you're interrupting a very important flow.
Clearly, I am. I definitely am. So I'm just.
Do I need to talk slower?
You really don't. I don't think.
The great steed that is in the stable.
We don't have a stable.
Oh, I have plenty stable. Not all my steeds get to go on this journey with me.
You have more than one steed?
Of course I do.
Okay, that's impressive. That's
up?
A lot.
Crash will not be attending. Even though she's on, she can listen to me. And hopefully she won't interrupt me as much as you have.
Oh, I know.
I just started out, and we're on YouTube.
We're on YouTube and on Podbean.
I want it for the record that these dastardly sons of bitches.
Yeah.
And I say sons of bitches, that's one word.
Okay.
And Crash knows I take no prisoners with these Podbean hooligans, these ne'er-do-wells.
And Crash is laughing.
Once I exit my mighty steed and draw my sword.
But how do you exit a steed? Like
well, but haven't you seen anyone get off a horse?
Well, yeah, but
as magnificent as me? No, probably not.
Well, I've never heard of anybody like exiting one.
You've never heard? Do you see with your ears? You've never heard.
I've never heard of somebody exiting.
I've never heard such poor English, especially from the wench that is known to be my wife.
I'm a wench now.
She's usually the grammar nerd of this
I am. It's true.
debacle.
Yeah, it's true.
But
I
yet
am.
she does not correct me when she knows.
Oh, thanks for sending gifts, Crash.
Thank you.
But I
Thank
don't
you. But
correct
gifts
you
will
for
not
what?
help them.
Wait,
No.
Podbean?
All the gifts in this mighty God's green planet shall not take my justice.
Wait, will not Rue take your
Oh,
justice?
Crash, we've missed you more. Now shut your white mouth.
we
I kid
appreciate
you.
you,
I kid you.
Crash.
EBR.
Apparently, people on Podbean are insisting that Timmyboy gets them pregnant, and Timmyboy is saying no.
No,
He's not
they
gonna
are
do this.
not. It's the Podbean town that I conquered and destroyed.
Wait, you conquered or destroyed
I
Podbean?
will, if you'll ever let me get there.
Yeah. Oh my.
I could assure you it won't be tonight. And you don't email her.
You don't write, you don't email, you don't
That
call.
is a
I'm not
lie.
feeling the love people,
Crash,
especially you guys.
that is a
Yes,
lie.
yes.
I have the texts.
Oh, you've
I
emailed
have
text
the
or you
text.
texted
I
Crash?
have texts. I have texts. I returned a text and it said, I don't know what it said, but a deliverable or some nonsense like that.
Oh, that's
And
unfortunate.
I threw my phone in a fit of rage.
You throw lots of things in fits of rage.
But the gods did not smite me, nor my phone.
Okay. But if you threw your phone in a fit of rage, I think you smited your own phone, didn't
I
you?
did not spite it. I said I threw it.
But I would think you smite it, because if you throw it, it's gonna break.
These hands.
Timmyboy actually texted me to check on me because he hadn't seen me for a while. So I know you guys love me, or maybe it was one of his personalities.
Perhaps.
You never know what you're gonna get here. Oh yeah, we appreciate you, Crash. We do. We love you.
But the Podbean widows that I leave behind.
Wait, you're dying?
No.
So why
They
are they
go
going to
to
be
conquer-
widows?
I'm assuming men own Podbean. Who
Yeah,
else would make
probably.
a dumb decision to get rid of the one thing that made them good?
Yeah, the
Other
live,
than me
yeah, the live episodes. That's
and
something.
sometimes you.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking the alphabet, my sweetheart.
No, you're talking me.
Oh, I'm talking not ABC, sometimes O and all that nonsense.
Well, sometimes Y.
No
not
more
O.
lives after me, Podbean.
Yeah, that sucks. Did you sign there's
And
a
the
petition that went
Crow.
around?
The Crow calls Podbean.
The
Podbean.
Crow?
Like Edgar Allan Poe.
Are you going to quote the Raven nevermore?
Nevermore.
Well, not crows and ravens are technically different,
And
but
when
they're both blackbirds.
my sword takes this last strike, and their souls get transformed into my sword, my mighty sword will get the thirst it's been, the bloodlust that it craves, that it deserves.
Wow.
And their wenches will be saying, give me your baby, give me your seed.
Well, I thought they were
And
already
I-
saying they want your seed.
I would say, I'll give you one sword. And they'll be all excited in a womanly way. And I'll take out my sword. I say, this is the only sword you'll ever get. Hence, my betrothed.
Your
I
betrothed?
mind you, which is you.
Yeah.
If you'd let me get to that part. God, it's amazing how you let me say I do in front of the Justice of the Peace.
Of course, I know.
Because God forbid we got married in a church like two normal people
We did not.
of
we got
the age.
we got married in a court, in a
Which is why
courthouse.
maybe the union is not blessed.
I feel like this union is enough, is it not? On Crash says, me too, right on. And Crash says, I love ravens. I have a few in the home statues, not real. Still very cool.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Once I cast my spell on them
Wait, now
to go,
are you a wizard?
oh, I am a lot of things, but I will take those crows.
Well, they're ravens.
They are what I say they are. So stop interrupting me again.
And Crash says, if you pay for a big wedding, you're only paying for it for your friends and family, not for you. You're not why. Would I go into death for them to come to watch me walk down the aisle and dress me? I don't think so. Exactly.
Well, people
Because-
pay good money for me to dress up and watch me walk down the aisle.
What aisle did you walk down?
Anywhere. Anywhere USA.
I mean, you walk down grocery
They can
aisles.
afford
So do
me.
I.
I'm relatively cheap. My mighty steed, he comes with a price. Many can't pay, but some do. Some can.
Now, do you take
They don't request me,
your steeds
but
into
it's a
grocery stores?
bargain package. It's
Is
Sonny and Cher. They cannot have one and not the other.
Or it has to be both.
Do you ask for Jesus without God, without the Savior? You ask for the sacrament without the left?
Yeah, I mean,
Now
maybe.
you jest.
Yeah. Krish says, I'm just saying, exactly. I would pay big money to see you walk down an aisle in a dress. Yeah. She said she wants to see you walk down an aisle in a dress.
Well, some things money won't buy.
I know, baby. I know.
I don't care how many dying babies I could save if I'm doing that stunt.
Oh.
How many would save? None.
Probably not. Crash sends a whole bunch of laughing emojis. Yeah.
Gimmick.
It would
It's
be
a
something.
self-serving gimmick that I will not be a part of.
And Crash says, if it would say Podbean, would you do it?
Say Podbean.
Smiling, laughing faces.
There's too many moving parts to that. When you say if it would say Podbean.
Like the dress would say Podbean?
Or save, does she mean? Could she not type? What high school did she drop out of, for God's sakes?
Be nice. Be nice. So mean.
No. If it would save, sorry.
If it would say,
sorry,
that's okay,
what?
Crash.
Save,
if it would
sorry,
save
what?
Podbean.
I don't save sorry.
She's saying if it would save Podbean, would you wear a dress?
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
That's why it would save Podbean.
Because you're not.
That's why I must slay them.
But you have to slay them with your sword?
Well, I can do it with my bad hands.
Okay, I mean, I don't know.
I'm an old man.
You have a steed that I have no idea about. We've been together for 18 years.
My sword has a bloodlust. You know how the other lust my other sword has?
I do. I know.
My sword on my back is worse.
It's a whole different thing.
Oh.
Crash says, just a second. Sorry, I have the cold flu. I hope you're feeling better soon. I'm talking to text because my hands are killing me from my MS. My bad. Oh, that sucks. Hope you're feeling better soon, Crash. And it's not understanding me because I have a little bit of laryngitis going on. Oh, that sucks too. Multiple sclerosis is hurting my hands. I'm sorry it's hurting your hands, Crash.
That sounds like a sonnet.
Multiple sclerosis is hurting
it
my
sounds
hands.
like a spoken word. If you go to
It
one of
could
these hippie colleges, here's Crash, her poem with multiple sclerosis is hurting my hands.
Yes.
And that whole, as your friend here on Podbean said, I'll try to do the impersonation.
Which friend?
Mr. Doctor.
Oh, yes.
Mr. Doctor,
Mr. Doctor what? Oh my God!
Are you sure I had to put it in my mouth? Okay, I guess another one.
Oh my
sure
God!
That's how you could tell if I have cancer by putting your penis in my mouth again.
Again, of course.
A year, I guess it's better than those other tests I've heard about.
Oh, just wow! And I love this is a new character he has come up with. A new character who's here. We don't have a name for her yet.
She can't remember it.
No, is that it? She's so busy with Mr. Doctor. Oh my God. Just wow.
Was that one, the other character, it was on the other night.
There was Beatrice.
No, Beatrice was a long time ago. It was between Mr. Doctor and
There's so many fun characters
it was
you
like
have.
the last show or two. Like I should really remember, but
it's true. We need
come and go.
Yeah, they do. I know. Oh, I hope you have a quick and healthy recovery from your surgery, Crash.
Yeah, what is it?
She said having it soon. How soon?
Well, if surgery would mean relieving you of your pain or your cankerous MS-related issues.
Yeah, no
we're
cancer,
good.
So that's good.
See, it's already words. I'm standing here in my underwear. It's almost like a dress.
Almost, it's true. He actually is in his underwear right now. He's an underwear on and a cutoff sleeves t-shirt.
Usual.
That's true. That is very usual.
I just made sure that they were clean because I knew we were coming on.
Yeah.
I said, let's do it.
Let's do a podcast.
Because we don't know where we're going to wind up.
We don't. Nobody ever does. Things are crazy.
Yep.
That's why I'm always, every time we start, always wishing everybody well and hoping for happiness and better days ahead.
Yeah.
And you always say, oh, they're fine. Well, we don't know they're fine. So
I
still
do.
wishing the best for everybody anyways. Because
Well,
things are crazy.
Well, and see, that's the thing. I think that Podbean sucks
Yeah.
because it really was like the last. And I do think they're like not monitoring, but they're like we're live now and we're put out there to the world that we're live.
Yeah.
I don't think a lot of people do see us because we're coming in through Singapore, which
Excuse me.
bless you.
Thank
And that's
you.
for a reason. You want to tell them why?
Because Singapore is our number 2 most number of listeners. Yeah.
Next to the United States.
Yeah. U.S. is number 1 listeners. Singapore is number 2.
And it's
And
followed
other than that-
closely by Germany.
Yeah. Germany always follows closely
I
behind.
know,
with it.
but they were far and ahead. I
Yeah.
think it's because the base is there.
Yeah,
But
probably.
shout out to you guys.
Ja. Für alles Leute auf US, auf well, everywhere.
So,
Mhm.
Anyway, so you guys got to get your fucking act together.
Yeah. Because
Sure.
this. Oh wait, Trump has to get their act together, or Podbean has to get their act together,
Trump
or
will never
who?
get his act together.
No, he won't, because he's a crazy person.
So-
the dementia, let alone being a dictator.
Hey.
So.
I'm not to talk about me. Let's talk about you. What do you think of me?
Yeah, there you go. That's it. Exactly.
So-
the narcissism is exhausting. It really, really is.
I know. Especially from one narcissist to the other. I can't stand him when he talks about himself all the time. How am I supposed to fucking get word in edgewise?
Oh, I
That
know.
cocksucker.
It's got to be so tough.
Oh my God. How can I fucking go on?
But yeah,
You guys steal my thunder every chance he fucking gets.
oh, I'm sure he is. Well, I mean, it's fascinating to have a dictator in chief who has his dementia is showing more and more and more and more. For being a dictator and for being a malignant narcissist, losing his memory, like he can barely keep track of what he's talking about.
But anyway, getting back to our friends in Singapore,
Yes.
which we appreciate.
Yeah,
'Cause
thank you, Singapore
They
listeners.
like went crazy with the numbers, so we appreciate it.
Yeah. We've had lots
So-
of downloads.
Yeah. So, like again, number 2 out of everybody in the
Yeah.
world, followed by a close third.
Germany.
Again, Germany coming in a far second.
Yeah, but still.
They should be used to it by now, right?
Oh.
Guys, come on. You're an Americans in Germany. Fucking, keep the knees up, buddy. Knees to the chest. Keep running. Come on. Count on you.
Knees up, right?
But anyway, I could translate a couple to if people from Singapore,
Yeah.
especially guys.
Okay.
Of course, some women can too, I guess. But a guy, if they want to tell, if like an American joke, where I'm from New Jersey, okay? A good
You're
Jersey
a Jersey
joke
boy.
could easily be translated. And I don't mean by the language, I just mean the butt of the joke. For example, if I see somebody on a Friday and then I see him again on Monday,
Yeah.
how was your weekend? I would say something to the effect of, oh, it was great. I went out with this new girl. First, picked her up at her house in Piscataway, which is where I grew up. And, she told me to kiss her where it smells. And what does everybody think of? Thinks of me,
Licking her ass.
having oral sex with her, right?
Yeah,
And she's
right.
not clean. But my response is, so I took her to Newark. And Newark is famously, if you go down the New Jersey Turnpike,
Yeah.
when you, I forgot what exit it is, but man, the smell hits you. And
Really?
it is, and it's not Newark. It's like the
I heard
processing
you told
plants and
me
stuff.
Bayonne.
Bayonne. And that's another joke. If it smells like Bayonne, leave it alone.
There it is. Yeah, that's what you told me before.
Right.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, our friends in Singapore could say, I went out with this girl. And she told me to. I'm not even doing the whole, she told me. I'm not doing that because it's not
Good.
Asian. These are
Yeah.
Singapore. There's a different class of people, which I have no idea why they want to listen to me. Maybe you're not. Plus, you're Jessica
Thank you,
Drew
Panda.
Spider-Woman.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true. So they might know me from that.
Maybe I'm a villain guy, captive.
Held me captive for coming up on 18 years.
Yeah. Sorry. All right. So a joke that you could, and since from what I understand,
Yeah.
parents in Singapore, they hold their kids to an insane, how they say, like tiger moms,
Oh yeah.
worse than tiger moms.
Yeah.
Par- uh, parents in Singapore, are just out of fucking control.
Really?
And yeah, no, like
How so?
it's bad about like holding them to a standard that they're just fucking incredible. Like I was reading, where is it here? That's one of the things that they don't like.
What thing they don't like?
They think a lot about saving face, especially between parents and children. Like emotional suppression, children learn to hide their true feelings to maintain the family's image.
Yeah.
Okay, unrealistic expectations.
Yeah.
Parents push their kids to achieve impossible standards to boost the family's reputation.
Yeah.
Supposedly that happens in a lot of cultures, but
It does.
more so in Singapore.
Okay.
As we all know, the fucking cost of you think here in America, housing is fucking expensive.
Nothing
The
compared to
average
Singapore.
house in Singapore
Yeah.
costs the average house, how much?
Around, if you're lucky, $5.9 million.
American dollars.
If you're lucky.
And
because it can go up to over 9 million.
Right. That's his average cost.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. So.
The wealth.
Right. And then what's a liter of gas?
Liter of gas, I think it was like 250.
258.
Which a gallon, you convert that to a gallon, it means it's almost $10 a gallon.
Yeah. Or, yeah. So, and then their immigration issues, their policy issues. They're as dumb as we were when Biden was around, and Kamala Harris wasn't doing shit. But anyway, getting back to the joke. So if I don't recommend, well, maybe I do recommend this.
Let's hear it.
Maybe if you have an uncle.
Yeah.
You can, and you usually, especially if you're single, you probably look up to him. And, if you're like 13 or 14, you want to make a good impression on him. You say to him, hey, Uncle, whoever.
Uncle so-and-so?
Uncle, whatever his name is. I went out with this woman, or this girl the other day, and she told me to, you might, first you got to really build it up, I think. Like, you said I could talk to you about anything, right? And like growing up and getting to this age. So now he starts to get nervous, like,
oh boy,
it's going to be sex talk. And I don't want,
yeah.
You get him nervous. You got to put him on. And this actually does help you when you go to interview people or being interviewed for a job, of how you won't lose your nerve.
Yeah.
Because if you could pull this off and you could fool him
that
he's shitting in his pants, it kind of is an ego boost.
Okay.
Trust me. So your uncle, he said I could talk about anything, right? And thanks for taking the time with me, because this isn't comfortable for me either. But I went out with this girl the other night, and she told me to kiss her where it smelled. So you know what I did? And of course, he's probably gonna be like, "Oh, that guy's gonna, he's gonna say no. What'd you do?" Then you can say, "Well, I drove her to Jolynn Carpenter, which is a town in Singapore.
It's a poorer region.
Right, it probably
Singapore.
smells, but you get the idea.
It might.
But you gotta really take your time with it to really hook your uncle. That, oh my God, he's gonna ask me where he puts his pee. I can't say, talk to your mom or talk to your dad, because obviously you can't. He's going to have all these things running. And you can read him as you're telling him this, and you have him on the hook. Read his face and realize what he is or isn't saying. And if he's sold yet, if he's looking at you like you don't fucking buy it, you got to just, maybe you're laying on too thick or not enough. But it does help you in the real world. Because when you do speak to someone in,
like a kid who's asking you, what does this mean?
Oh, no. Yeah. Or a kid, or like an adult saying, did you, cheat off of so-and-so or whatever? Did you steal someone's car? No, sir, I didn't. And they wanted to fucking put pressure on you. Like, the kid's not lying. You fucking crack already. No, not saying I want you to steal a car either.
I would hope not.
But just
no car.
I don't want to. But I also don't want our newfound friends, their creative flow to be ruined either by me.
That's fair.
The round eye. I do not want to be a round eye. I do not. I repeat, this Timmyboy do not want to be round eye.
Well, you are partially Malaysian.
So, there is.
Thanks for joining us, Norisano Diaz.
All right.
NYCC BCARE.
Nurse. I don't know what that's short for. Nurse? Is it nurse? Is it nurse?
That's a possibility, but
I bet it is.
You might be right.
Anyway, you can understand why a little ADHD going on here, but we're hopping around a little bit.
It's true.
I don't know what nurse means. Diaz. We all know what that means, right? Diaz.
It means Nurse means my light or radiant or brilliant.
Oh, so full of yourself, aren't you?
Yes, clearly that's the case.
My God.
And Diaz is a common Hispanic name.
Okay. Well, anyway, I also was reading about our new friends in Singapore.
Yeah.
That they basically have the same problems as we do here.
Yes.
And now, I just, as someone who's an outsider looking in.
Yeah.
Round-eyed looking in. Okay?
Yeah.
Which is the name of my new segment.
Wait, your new what?
Round-eyed looking in. Boing, 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 like in a gong.
Okay.
And then they could call in.
So that's
ask me my opinion.
Is this a new show that you're going to do?
This is what?
Oh,
this is a
boy.
new part of Timmyboy podcast.
Oh, okay.
Until we're not live anymore, unless we're on YouTube or wherever we go.
Yeah.
But that'll be part of it. A certain time in a podcast, because right now it's like fucking what time in Singapore? 8
in
morning?
Singapore, it's 12 hours ahead, which means it's 8 a.m. Just after 8 a.m.
8 a.m. on a Friday. They're working.
Yeah, probably.
They fucking Podbean. Too busy fucking working, being productive.
Yeah, that might be the case.
This is their dirty secret that they fucking listen to this.
Listen to our nonsense.
I remember a kid spit on his mom got transferred to Singapore from her company.
Oh, okay.
And her bratty, like 13-year-old.
Oh, I remember that.
He spit his gum on the sidewalk, and they wanted to give him like 15 canings.
They did give him.
But it was a big thing, and the cops was like,
yeah.
Well, we'll talk to him. Like, no, this motherfucker should know the rules before he gets here. Now, I know they have immigration issues now, like we did, so it was just out of control. So I'm sure, and again, it was out of control here. Like, I'm sorry, you can't, listen to your music or do whatever fucking thing that you do when you're here. Like, I don't care if you walk in my apartment with your shoes on, as long as you didn't step in dog shit.
Yeah.
Like, where do you go? That's so fucking disgusting.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you did, I'm sure it wasn't. I don't let too many people in the apartment.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Michael Fay was his name. He got 6 strokes. It says strokes of the cane. Strokes makes it sound so gentle. Oh, no. Have you seen the videos of canings? That's intense.
Well, anyway.
That is really
I'm sure
intense.
they've strayed far from that.
I don't know. They might still do cane lashings. I'm not sure.
Well, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No. Like, they have immigration issues. They probably had a couple of liberals. Like your friends, AOC and the crew there.
Yeah.
We know better. We know better. And you know what you get? People spitting gum on a sidewalk.
They get free health care?
Well, like this kid, like this idiot kid from America came up with the fucking idea of free health care. He didn't come up with shit except, I bet you they made him clean it up too.
I would think so, probably.
They shoved his face in it. The crazy thing, you wanted a picture of your daughter in the race.
She said she's going to get it to us. Yeah, she sent me a message. But you were carrying on about something about exiting
this kid didn't bring nothing to the table to the good people of Singapore.
Oh, the Michael Fay, no, he did not, I'm sure.
He did not.
But yeah, caning is still a widely used form of corporal punishment in Singapore.
Defined widely.
Like regular.
Right. And what are the offenses?
Let me see.
This is the new segment.
Yeah.
Round-eyed judge.
Yeah.
Or
See?
what was I say? What was before? You
Uh,
round eye decide or round eye.
you said Timmyboy, ask around eye, or
Ask-
something like
yeah,
that. And
ask
then there's a
around
gong.
eye.
There's a gong.
That's it.
Let's see.
Ask round eye. Like just
Okay.
ask a woman about being a woman. Ask round eye. Like, hey, what do you think about, and me being round eye, probably don't have too many answers, but anyway.
You have some answers.
I do.
Yeah, I'm looking to see why. I see there's judicial caning is the most severe of them.
What is that?
Could be because of hostage taking, kidnapping.
How many people take it? Jesus, it sounds like caning ain't working. Now, for spit and gum on the sidewalk, it is.
Yeah, or it could be robbery, gang robbery with murder, rioting, scams, causing grievous hurt, drug abuse, vandalism, extortion, voyeurism, sexual abuse, molestation, outrage of modesty, and unlawful possession of weapons. Also used for offenses such as rape, drug trafficking, and illegal money lending. All right, that looks like that's why.
Okay. So I would be caned if I brought my sword
Well, I don't
upon
know.
my steed.
You might. If you're showing up with a weapon and swinging your sword at people, yes, you will probably get caned.
I'd serving justice with its bloodlust for vengeance.
But then they're probably going to cane you because you're killing
They'd
people
have to
with
catch
it.
me.
They do have to catch you. But do you have to
They
bring
would
it?
catch me to put a medal on me.
But would they? It sounds like they would cane you.
No, because I'm bringing swift justice to the pod being bastards of idiocy.
Well, I would think causing grievous hurt would be actually feeding.
They are the
your
ones that
sword's
caused the
bloodlust.
grievous hurt on me.
Wait, Podbean
And
or Singapore?
so the good people of Singapore would never.
But it sounds
Never.
like if you show up and swing your sword at people, that you're causing grievous
I
hurt.
will chase these Podbean fucks to the ends of their
Wait, fucks or foxes?
Fucks.
Okay, now why are
Capital. All capital.
Oh wow!
All capital. No mercy. Remember that one.
I would think it's a good idea just if you stay out of Singapore.
Well,
just play it safe.
We'll let the good people of Singapore vote.
Is that right?
See,
Wait, do they get to vote on whether you come to Singapore or not?
Sure.
Now,
I would
how
not
do they
be-
vote?
I would not go where I'm not welcome. Because you're a man, I too long of a list of
Oh,
many admirers.
you're doing too many places to go, right, Panda?
Too many places.
Too many. Just
All of
general
it. All of
vague-
it. Too much to list.
I'm sure.
It exhausts me. There's something else that
Okay, let's hear it.
I was talking to you about this the other day in private. I mean by private, like not in private. It's me, you, and a cat. How fucking
Yes.
private. But
It's the three of us.
now, this here is from Asia 1, I guess.
Okay.
And a 30-year-old woman allegedly, or she was charged after she allegedly had sex with a 15-year-old boy multiple times in the U.S.A. flat.
Oh.
Now, as I see this, I have a heavy heart.
You do?
I do.
How come?
Not for the boy, not
Other
for
than
the
the pedophile.
I will reserve my judgment.
Okay.
May I see a picture of this woman? Of the accused.
Oh, ew.
Then, and only then, will I make judgment. And not until then.
Yeah,
I am not a rush to judgment.
this is pedophilia. I
No.
think you can rush to judgment on that.
There's no rush.
Pedophilia is pedophilia.
There are many stories out there about yours truly. When I was 15,
You were having sex with strippers. Yes. I know.
I didn't ask their profession.
You knew their profession. You already knew.
Someone had to get me right home.
Yeah.
That car was constantly broken.
Oh my my God. Well, I will guarantee you, or at least I would hope, that these women had no idea that you were 15.
Oh, I couldn't tell them.
Yeah, of course not.
I didn't want to roll that dice.
No, definitely not.
Why would I do that?
Yeah, that'd be a foolish thing to do.
That'd be like burning the place down because I was getting so much out of there.
Lots of ass. You were getting lots of
Why
tail.
would I get just, to the point where it was like, all right, I guess this is its course. I guess.
Did you run through the gambit?
Hear me out. And I know this sounds a little over the top, but it kind of did. And I still have some, my friend Bobby can vouch for it too.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. It comes to the point where, like, you know what, they're also happy. Like, it's great, but you know what? I'm going to be 16 soon.
Yeah.
I'll be getting my driver's license, my permit.
Okay.
I might have time for all of them. But you know what? I've kind of exhausted all the,
Okay. Your heart didn't belong to any of them.
No, it still did. It just, like, you know what? It would be a toss up now.
Well,
Like,
which one you'd want to go with?
oh yeah, because before it'd be like, oh, just pussy.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Now it's like, you know what? I should, now that I got the pussy thing, I think I had most of it. I got the logistics and this, I think I'm okay at this. Just okay.
I think you figured it out.
I think there's always room for error, and I don't mind practicing. But I do think before I get behind a 6,000-pound vehicle, I should learn how to maneuver that too.
That's a good idea. It's true.
Plus, if I want to incorporate one with the other, for example, it's now this mysterious car that I had been out for 2 years appears, and I want to have a relationship with, continue
one of the strippers. Yeah.
Women
one of the
that I
dancers.
used to date.
Well, did you date or did you just screw around?
We were both very busy. They had careers to worry about. I had high school to graduate.
I know you did.
And
plus, I would think it would have been like way too big of a risk to actually go out to dinner with them somewhere, because what if somebody from the neighborhood saw you?
Anyone.
Timmy, how are you doing?
Anyone, but you know what though? I was always on the lookout. And that's why I'm busy, blah, blah, blah. I could pick you up at work, or I could meet you at work. And then be like, oh, what time you working? And I always make sure it was after my shift.
Okay.
And then, like, their shift would be like 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, whatever. And that was great.
Thanks for liking the show, Crazy
because
Lady.
there were times like, hey, let's just get some beers and hang out at a hotel.
Yeah.
And then
you screwed
it was
around.
just very, I was a gentleman. I paid for the room.
That is very gentlemanly of
they
you.
drove. I mean,
That's fair. And then you got pussy.
But I think what helped too is, like, oh, just pull over here for, we'll get something to drink. I would get out and I'd get something to drink. Unbeknownst to them, I would use my friend Kevin's ID because IDs never used to have pictures on them.
Oh my God.
But I was still like the same time.
Wow.
So it worked. And there's like, even if it's expected, like, something, there's, he's good at what he does, but this is my ears, gut feeling, that something's amiss, something. I could have sworn he brought up something about being caught in detention or something.
And I said, poquito niño, you're a small child.
Something does not add up.
Oh, wow.
Then he can rent a hotel room, he has a credit card. Of course, I do have a job. Well, nobody has that. Okay?
Oh, my God.
Plus, he has cash. And you could have talked. I don't always go to the same place to get liquor. Hey, stop here, stop there, because I know. Or I've established a few days before that we've went there.
Yeah.
And it'd be, here's our booking, both of ours. So it was established. So it would be like, okay, you're both legit. I remember
Bobby was 21.
Yeah. They would always know that, okay, that guy, I would know when these guys worked.
Yeah.
So
do you
there was
remember?
a lot of groundwork that was laid. There was just, it was played off as flip it, like, hey, here's good.
Okay. Do you remember when IDs started having photos on them? Like my whole life, they always had photos on them.
That probably when it all really didn't care anymore. Because by the time I actually was able to drink legally, 21, I fucking was so over it.
Yeah.
I broke by then.
Yeah.
From drinking. But anyway, getting back to this important story.
Oh, let's hear it.
Here in the States,
we're
blessed with a free press.
That's a nice thought, isn't it?
This woman, they would have her name
Yeah.
and her picture, more importantly, to really give an accurate portrayal. Then, not just this Yushin flat, was it a nice one? Was it her and her husband's? Was it a roommate situation? Was she a
Is it-
successful woman? Which
is
is
it an
very attractive for a
accurate-
young man, I might
Is
add.
it an accurate picture just for accurate journalism, or do you just want to get off seeing
yeah.
what this woman looks like?
I just
Are you being
need
creepy?
the facts.
Are you being creepy?
Before I look,
'Cause that's
they
really
they
creepy.
have structured this article, this piece of trash.
Yeah, because you don't have something to get off looking at, right?
No. If they want to look, they want me to be appalled by this.
That's not enough on its own.
No,
30-year-old was having sex with a 15-year-old.
because trust me when I tell you, 90% of the men,
Yeah,
what I mean by men, by fathers, that find out that their sons
yeah,
were banging their teachers
yeah.
or student teachers or someone that's graduated and been through the, okay, all of them, 90%,
Yeah.
90. And I'm being nice because you're here.
Because I'm here.
Yeah, because that number's a lot higher. Okay, you know what the 10% of the other men that other husbands are or
What?
fathers are?
What?
Blind. So they have to have this moral code like, oh, that's so wrong. Or lawyers, because they're so appalled. Now there's a lawsuit with the school.
Well, I would think she was arrested. Because that's
It
pedophilia.
doesn't really say, does it?
She was charged, so that means she was
Sure.
arrested.
Isn't
She was
isn't
arrested,
charged,
yeah.
not arrested?
If you get charged, yeah,
Maybe,
you're not.
maybe she's on the line with this. Maybe he seduced her. Maybe he's wearing his Sunday best. No one knows. This is a very
Yeah, but you don't get just get charged for a lawsuit. That's not the same thing. If you get
Look,
charged,
look,
it's
I'm
because
saying-
you were arrested
what
and there
I'm
were
saying-
charges filed against
look,
you.
if she was a woman, an independent businesswoman, successful.
Sounds like she
I
was
don't
a
know.
teacher, right?
I don't know.
What
I
does it say?
Woman.
Okay, just yeah, a woman,
You
30
read it.
years old, yeah.
Boom. She's
Charged after allegedly had sex with 15-year-old boy multiple times in Yishun flat.
Now, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, if it was so traumatic for this young man, there's multiple times on it.
Yeah,
So I guess it wasn't so bad.
yeah, because serial rape isn't a thing.
Oh, I'm sure she held him against his will. Again, there's just a lot. And all these questions that I have, because I am fair, as I came in, explained to you in my 13th century voice, or whatever you call it,
I think more 17th century, or no, 18th century voice, or maybe 19th
sentence
century.
fragments,
It was something.
words.
Yeah,
Come
but
on.
this is grooming. What
Look,
this is describing as grooming.
we don't know. There's a lot of,
Well, if
Look.
she had sex with him multiple times, that means she was grooming
okay,
him.
you know what? 15-year-old.
Yeah.
Okay? Maybe he was born a leap year, so he's not 15. And maybe, hold on,
no. Yeah,
maybe.
I'm checking out. I'm checking out on that.
wait, just hear me out. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, this is a free country, right? We have a trial, we have a system here in place, right? Maybe, just maybe, she was moving, okay? And he was soon to be 16 by like a week or so. And that's legal. I don't know what the legal age is in Singapore of consent. Do you?
I don't know either. Not even.
Maybe it's 15.
I'll look it up. I will
Maybe
look it up
she
to
was
see.
just, see if we just had a picture of her.
Would that make a difference?
I think for me it would. And I think for
Oh.
most people in Singapore, I think I could speak for them. We're many miles apart, but not in the truth. We want the truth, especially men. First, like I was saying before, it was this whole, the families want the,
Under the age of 16. So 15 years old.
so you know what? Maybe.
That means not legal.
So you mean to tell me, if my birthday's May 13th,
Yeah.
less than a month away.
Yeah, it's coming up.
You know what? What if?
Do you want me to try to find her so you can have sex with her too?
Well, honey, there's no name here. Plus, there's no picture, so
There's
no,
not.
no. Plus, I'm not going to Singapore.
Because you might get caned. Because you're going
Well,
to square.
you know what?
You're going to swing your sword around at everybody.
And it's a big if. If I were to get caned,
Yeah.
and she was hot enough, maybe in a leather miniskirt, it wouldn't be a bad thing. I don't know. There's a lot. When you say that, you just say it willy-nilly with no. There's a lot of moving parts to that.
Would
honey.
you like me to bring up a video of caning?
Look?
Would you like that? Because I can show you. They're really, really,
But-
really brutal.
You mean to tell me? And I know the answer already.
Okay.
If spitting gum on the sidewalk,
Yeah.
that caning,
Yeah.
as brutal as it should be,
Yeah.
because no one likes stepping in gum
Of course.
or any kind of snot or any kind
Yeah.
of.
Or dog poop or dog pee or person poop or person pee. Yeah.
So now that caning is going to be much different than, say, if somebody gets mugged. A little old lady gets her
Or
bag
get
stolen and punched in the
getting
face.
raped. Yeah.
That caning should damn well be a lot worse.
Yeah.
I would hope. That's what, when you say, do you want to get caned by said woman? I don't have a picture. What kind of caning? And what is she wearing? And how many lashings? And it is my birthday, right?
Yeah.
I go to Singapore as much as I'd love to.
Yeah.
Not right now. I'm not in the shape. Okay.
You're in no shape to go to
I'm in
Singapore
no
right
shape.
now.
And you know what? A lot of, again, getting back to the moving parts.
Okay.
Very few parts I may move. Okay.
That's not
Unless
true.
they're prepared. I don't know how their healthcare system is, but that caning, I am in fact on Ozempic. Shout out to Ozempic
Yeah.
for bone density. Shout out,
Oh
big
no!
shout
Shout out to Forteo for bone
Forteo. What did I
density.
say?
Yeah, you said Ozempic. That's for
What
weight
is
loss.
Ozempic? All right, well,
That's for weight loss.
Fine.
But shout out to Forteo and shout out to Folderfort
well,
because Folderfort is sponsoring today's episode.
they are. Okay, they are awesome.
They
Anybody
are.
that doesn't know, Folder Fort is like Google Drive. You could upload whatever you want.
Which is cool.
Yeah, we got 2 terabyte, which is a fuck ton.
That's a lot.
Lifetime, one fee, $150.
That's nice for lifetime.
Lifetime.
That's incredible.
Google Drive,
Yeah.
I think for $15 a month, gives you like 100 gig or something.
Oh, I have no idea.
Which, you know,
Yeah.
so a folder for it. You gotta
Yeah.
go there.
Yeah, definitely. Check out Folderfort.
So that's even in
Yeah.
Singapore,
That's cool. Everybody all around
Worldwide.
the world can.
worldwide.
That's pretty
Okay.
cool.
They won't judge you like Jolynn just judged me for asking simple questions.
What were they? Simple questions?
I think they were
Were
pretty
they
simple.
were?
Why did we not have
Oh.
picture? Why did we not know where she was? What's behind this woman?
Oh. Wait, but like, why was she having sex with a 15-year-old?
Look, we don't know, right? Maybe she just, there's a lot of, maybe he came into her store every day.
Yeah.
Didn't have enough money to pay for his
Oh.
groceries. And she, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. And then, hey, my mom died. Now it's just me. Oh, you know what? You come over to my house. I'll cook you dinner. Oh, she gave him dinner. All right. And dessert. Okay.
Oh no.
Just, to comfort him. We don't know, honey. You know what we do know? The most important thing.
What's that?
And I know you're definitely going to give me a look. You're going to judge me. And I know our new friends in Singapore won't.
Okay, let's hear it.
The most important thing to that story,
Yeah.
it wasn't a guy that did it. It was,
Yeah.
thank God. And that's what most fathers would say. And then it's like, it was a woman. Okay, cool. She was older. Awesome. My kids got game. I thought I had game. My kids got game. Then it's that whole, what she look like. Then if she's slamming hot, you not only now you fucking you don't tell your wife because she'll probably you like, oh, I'm so offended. It's a few weeks away. Come on. Anyway, you buy that fucking newspaper stand now.
Buy the newspaper stand?
With the fucking articles. That's fucking history right there.
Wait, you're gonna buy the whole newspaper
All the
stand?
newspapers with that fucking in it. What's up, New Rock?
So,
With that article in it.
Excuse
You
me.
don't tell your wife because she'll get mad at you.
Oh.
So you have to buy a storage shed. And then when a kid turns 16, you present them with the key and you say, shh, this is for you. It's part of your journey. You know, you'll see when you walk in, there's your baby shoes. There's your baseball mitt. Remember your first pair of cleats, your first hockey stick. I don't know what sports you like over there.
And here are the articles about the older woman you were sticking your dick in.
And you'll look back on this someday. If you get your confidence rattled somehow, you'll look back on this and say, you know what? I'm the fucking man. No, you're not. You're a boy that got what a man couldn't. Boom. There's your confidence again. Then you sidle that with the uncle. Hey, uncle. So.
Now you're going to tell that joke.
Well, I think it's worth repeating in case others did. They'll listen. You know what? They'll listen to the whole thing because they're very thorough.
Yes.
And I don't want to be.
So.
I don't want to sound very stereotypical, but Singaporeans. Is that it?
Singaporeans, yeah.
Singaporeans are very thorough.
Okay.
Except for their newspaper reporting, apparently. Now, I applaud the fact that they didn't put the kid's picture in there.
Yeah. Because that's
for her
creepy.
Sake. For her sake.
Wait, for whose sake?
The woman's.
The woman's sake?
Yeah.
You're concerned about her for that? But you want to see her face, you can get
all
off
depends.
on
It all depends. We need the whole story. And we can start. People are visual creatures, honey. Yes, words are great. I like words. But pictures worth 1,000 words. That's a saying for a reason. Right, Lou Rock? Tell us what's up.
Hope you're doing well, Lou Rock.
I don't know what the fuck. Out of the way. The champ is here. Does he know that Bobby, did he sign that shit?
Oh, did you sign the roster? Because Podbean coming up in June is going to completely stop doing live shows, and there's a roster going around, or there's a petition going around.
Yup. Yup. I think everybody signed it.
Yeah, I would hope so.
If not, they will get a visit
from you on your steed.
Well, you would have let me finish, but you didn't. Okay? I could start now. Or wrap it up real quick.
Okay, you can.
First, I would have, I don't put my name on nothing but birth certificates. That's pretty good.
All right.
Anyway, Crash. Okay, I would have her crows.
Yeah.
I'd send them 3
ravens.
3 sunsets before I arrive.
So 3 days before.
Yes.
Okay.
To scout out. Take notes.
But how do ravens take notes?
24/7.
How do ravens take notes?
I know. They come back, they report to me straight away.
But ravens don't talk.
To you, they don't. That's why I use them. So if they get caught, they won't talk.
You're right. Nobody would know. Like, I didn't know ravens talked.
I would know one of my guys is down. Now I'd have to go in and save him. Or her, because I don't know. I don't look at their genitals.
Okay.
I don't know what. Blah.
You don't know black?
Crash probably knows if they're boys or girls, or young men.
Oh, the
and
ravens?
women.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, well, they're raven sculptures. They're statues, she said.
Now they are. They're in hiding.
Oh,
So I send them on their journey. They'll leave 12 hours in shifts.
okay.
One every 12 hours. Boom. Round robin, if you will. They don't like that term either.
No?
No, it's something about overused. I don't know. You know what I tell them?
What's that?
Just win a Super Bowl for me. That's all.
Wait, you want the
Ravens.
Ravens to win the Super Bowl?
Yeah, but I know
that's it. But those are not the same.
Well, I hope they have some say, because obviously they ain't listening to that. So I just hope the information I get is a little bit more accurate.
Maybe.
So yeah, now I'm really worried. Now that I said it like that, I'm really worried.
What
Right.
do you say? Want to wrap this one up?
I do want to write. Oh, except for one more thing.
Okay, let's hear it.
Or two more things. If here you want to type in Johnny Mendoza. Johnny Mendoza is a college football player. He's like the next big thing.
Is it Johnnny?
Or something like that. Look him up. If you don't know who he is, he's staying home. The NFL draft and all this stuff.
Yeah.
To be with his mom because she has
Yeah.
MS or whatever.
That's incredible.
It's such a good kid.
So yeah, hopefully Crash heard about that. Crash, if you're listening to this, because I know you're not here right now. If you're listening to this later, yeah, what a great story. And he's already promised to donate. He already signed the contract for it. He's going to donate $500,000 of his first year playing pro football to actually research on MS.
And not to, again, be the fucking cold-hearted one of the bunch, but let's keep it real.
Yeah.
Donating money is great.
Yeah, it's something.
But when it's to your own foundation,
yeah.
I don't know if people know this, but I'm here to tell them. There's the whole wealthy. I don't mean rich. I mean wealthy.
Wealth and rich are different things, yeah.
You have $1 billion. Rich, you have a few million, even 100, 200 million. You're rich. You're not wealthy by any means.
Oh, I would think a few
people
have
lost, like become penniless after 200 million. They squandered it. They had it stolen. You could go broke pretty fucking quick if you marry the wrong person. It's fucking gone.
Okay, yeah.
Quickly.
No, I was gonna say the prenup. Prenup makes a difference.
All that shit could go wrong fast.
Yeah.
So 200 million, you're rich. You're not wealthy. People that are wealthy, they are, even this guy has in his hands too, because he's starting a foundation. What foundations do is that, say this kid gets a $10 million contract. Well, of course, 15% goes to his agent. Another 15% goes to his manager, whatever. But usually about 30 to 40% goes to what? Federal and state taxes, if not 50%. Now, 50%, 10%, and 15%. Fuck, that's 75% of your 10 million gone. That leaves you with 2.5 million. 2.5. It doesn't. It's a lot, but it ain't fucking 10.
Yeah, it's not the same.
So, to minimize, of course, you got to pay your manager, you got to pay your agent, but that tax burden of 30, 35%.
Yeah.
Is gone the minute you say, you know what, my house is paid for. I'm doing Toyota commercials, so they pay for my car. I'm doing Exxon commercials, they pay for my gas.
Yeah.
I do some insurance commercials, they pay for my insurance and pay me. So I live on X amount a year if I had to. If my wallet, everything's paid for, but if my wallet had to open, I could live on 100,000.
Okay, yeah.
So my manager gets 10%, my agent gets 15, whatever it is.
Yeah.
What's left over? I take 100,000 out.
Yeah.
That's what I'm paying taxes on. You ask, how can you do that? Because the rest of it, the 7-8 million, whatever it is, gets donated to a foundation, your foundation. That that money's not taxed.
Yeah.
It's in your foundation that you can dole out to whoever you want, whatever your charity is. Yeah. Yes, it's a good charity. I'm sure he'll do the right thing with it. But it's smart money.
Yeah.
It's not dumb money. And that's what wealthy people do. Yeah. Because he knows this could be over tomorrow.
It could be, yeah.
He gets in a car accident, come back to the fucking funeral. Yeah. It's over.
Yeah. Well, plus just the whole thing. As a professional athlete, how long does your career last?
Right.
You're not going to be doing this for 30 years.
Well, very few do.
You're not going to play for 30 years.
But some people go into coaching, some people,
Coaching,
and they
there you
make
go.
very good
Yeah.
money, especially if they're winning coaches. But
Yeah.
that's one. And number two,
Yes.
I didn't get into this whole, our president, Trump,
Yeah. Ugh.
is so angry with Iran
Yeah.
that we have the World Cup here.
Yeah.
That he told Iran they're out of the World Cup and he's replacing them with Italy.
Yeah.
Now,
Because he's the one who makes all the decisions. Yeah, I know.
and
I
because he
know.
has a friend in FIFA, he thinks, and it's okay, that's what they're going to do. Well, you know, Italy said,
What did Italy say?
no, thank you. That's very disrespectful. Because we would
Yes.
never do that to any country.
Absolutely.
You have a problem with them, but even if we have a problem with them,
Yes.
this is soccer. It has nothing to do. But, you know, again,
This is not your petty, hey, I don't like you anymore, so you can't come here.
just stick to the topic.
Yeah.
Okay. You know, and this is what Italy's smart about.
Yeah.
You know, he gets in trouble. Like today, some reporter was asking him something about, he started going on about how if this was Vietnam and blah, 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 it would have been over, so forth and so on. And the reporter, is a woman, of course, and said something. I couldn't hear it because we were talking, but she basically asked him a question like, well, do you know how long it took the Vietnam War to end once it actually was declared war? Because at first, like before there are wars here, they're called occupations.
Yeah.
For many reasons, you don't need Congress's approval. Plus, if it's not a war, you don't have to pay soldiers as much as if it's a war.
Yeah.
They get paid less.
Yeah.
Anyway, those are two other tidbits of America.
Yeah.
So, but I hold, look, the Italians,
Thank you, Italy.
it would have been nice.
Italy, it wasn't that long ago before Italy survived their own dictatorship.
Look,
so they're not playing along with ours.
Look, all I'm saying is it would have been nice.
What would have been nice?
That they come here, the Italians, with their pizzas and their bocce bowls and their chicken parms.
Well, you know, we have pizza, bocce balls, and chicken parm already here.
Not by real Italians. They're all...
Well, they're Italian heritage.
Well, anybody that cooks them here in New York is Mexicans in the back. Unless Trump kicked them out too.
He's trying.
So, but nonetheless, they probably would have lost very early on.
Why?
The Italians, because they're not in it now.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But they could have stayed. And there could have been another said competition with the World Cup. There could have been the World Cup of who makes the best pizza or who makes the best. Look, let me tell you something. You know what?
That's a cooking competition.
Every country is going to bring their own chefs for their team, right?
I would assume so, yeah.
Eat this fucking garbage food that we have here. And they're going to take them to McDonald's. They'll never show up the next day. They're going to toilet the whole time.
Yeah, there you go. I would
They have to
imagine
wear diapers on the field. No one wants that.
I would imagine the World Cup probably has actually professional chefs that actually come in and cook.
You don't even. I wouldn't even trust them.
No.
If I was a coach, no. I'm bringing my own chef, and so much so, months before you start eating his food, he's going to know what you like. You're going to know what he demands. You eat in the morning because it's your machine. His body's a machine.
Yeah. No skipping breakfast.
You will have the same food once you get here to the States, so it won't be a shock to your system. You're a finely tuned machine.
Yeah.
Okay, Jolynn.
Yes.
Iran. No, name one good dish that an Iranian chef could cook.
I would think probably baba ganoush. Could be like
you don't even know what that is.
Yeah, it's actually eggplant that's like mashed up.
Okay, it's eggplant. So,
yeah.
Okay, I wouldn't eat that. No one would eat that. No one.
Lots of people eat baba ganoush.
Their athletes wouldn't eat that.
I mean, lots of people. I like baba ganoush. I haven't had baba ganoush in forever, but it's delicious. Yeah, it's very good.
Look, there are so many Italian restaurants in any given city, state, and province.
So you're insisting everybody has to eat Italian food?
All I'm saying is give the people what they want. How many Iranian stores of restaurants or restaurantes or trattorias or whatever, or even just delis do you see?
What, here?
Anywhere.
There are delis all over the place. There are bodegas.
I've been a lot of places. These feet have seen a lot.
Wait, your
60
feet
years.
see things?
brought me to a lot of seedy places on this planet.
Oh,
A lot. I've never seen
the journey,
an
right?
Iranian
No.
bodega. I've seen some pretty good looking Iranian women. I'll
Yeah.
give you that.
Yeah.
And those are the ones that aren't wearing that,
What, the burqa?
yeah.
Okay. I mean, you don't necessarily. Well, it all depends on where your culture is. You might have to wear a burqa, might not have to. Well, I understand too. Like I have one of my colleagues that I work with. She's Indian heritage, and she wears a hijab. Doesn't cover her face, but the hijab. And I said I thought that was just for married women. She said no. She said it's something. It's a choice. I wear this. I do this just as my own religious choice. So I don't know if burqa is the same thing or not, but
You just let it go at that.
I let go. Okay.
But you didn't ask why?
I said, oh, should I just say? She said that was
Is
it.
she going to get a better seat than me in heaven?
I mean, I didn't ask her that, but I'm also not trying to pick a fight with her.
I'm not either. I'm just asking.
Are you not trying to pick a fight with
I
her?
want to know why.
Yeah, she just said it's that's her religious choice.
Oh, okay.
That was it.
Okay. I can respect that. But see, honey, we have a whole segment, Ask Around Eye. If the good people of Singapore ask me why your friend does that, I don't have an answer.
Yeah, she said it's a religious choice.
Then I've already failed in my mission. First day. You understand the amount of pressure is on me already?
I'm sure that's a lot.
And you know us, we don't screen calls or anything.
Yeah, I mean, I would think screening calls would be a good choice.
No,
you
it
never
wouldn't
know
be.
What kind of?
And Crazy Lady says, Shelby, Montana is cold.
Yeah, it's very
My
cold.
daughter's
there.
name is Shelby.
It's true. Your oldest
But-
daughter is.
Actually, I heard Hannah, Montana is pretty cold too.
She's cold? I didn't hear that.
Yeah, that's what I heard. No.
Hmm.
Is it by Whitefish? I know it's a railroad town.
Yeah, I don't know. I know Shelby, Montana has actually, Montana as a whole has a lot of theater. Like tons of theater.
Does it?
Yeah, it does.
Shelby, Montana.
Yeah. I don't know if Shelby, Montana specifically. I remember years ago when family, remember we went to Shelby, Montana. I think there were theaters there, but I know Montana as a whole is another theater capital. You don't really think about it,
It's
but yeah.
beautiful though. This guy goes on forever, man.
Yeah. Big sky
It's
country.
gorgeous. Man, that's something. But, again, I don't think I can make it there either.
That's okay.
I'd love to visit. I would. You know me. I would love it. But not right now.
Soon enough, right?
We got to put Humpty Dumpty back together again.
Soon enough, baby. Soon enough,
Not
right?
soon enough. All right. So thank you again, everybody.
Yeah, thanks for joining us, everybody. And we'll be back. I don't know if it's probably going to be tomorrow. What do you think? Or at the very least this weekend.
You work till tomorrow?
I'm working tomorrow until 5.
So we'll probably same time tomorrow night.
Sounds good.
And then Saturday
Saturday after work in the morning.
afternoon.
Yeah, Saturday late afternoon.
Now Germany's got to step up.
They do.
Because they're number 3. I know they're tired of being number 2. And number 3.
Deutschland, Deutschland is good. So hoffentlich wieder Deutschland. Hopefully again. But thanks for joining us, everybody.
All right.
And we'll see y'all soon.
Yes, thank you, everybody. And I can't
And
wait
bye,
for
everybody.
the next chapter of Ask Around Eye. Boing.
It's going to be something, that's for sure.
Something.
Bye, everybody.